everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are unboxing the January Illumicrate. Okay, so we're gonna unbox the January Illumicrate. I had a different video planned for today, and this recently came in, so I do definitely want to open it, but also, as you guys might have known semi-recently from Instagram stories and things like that, my last camera, like, officially kicked the bucket. I had this one for almost 7 whole years now. It was a Canon SX730. I absolutely loved it. And they don't make these anymore. They also don't make the next one that was available was like the 740. Not a thing. Apparently, they might also be stopping the GX7 Mark II, whatever the thing is, Mark II, Mark III. Like, I cannot find a Canon camera like this anywhere. So, I do have a new camera that we recently got for my birthday. My husband decided to get it for me. It is a little bit more pricey than I wanted. Like, I didn't even want the Canon GX7 because a little bit pricier than I would have preferred. But this does mean I have a new camera for us to try out. I have no idea what the quality is going to be. So far, it's looking pretty good. The only problem, it is one of those ones that the back screen, instead of flipping up, which is my preference, it flips to the side. So it is a little bit awkward that way, but besides that, it does feel very similar. It's a Sony ZV-1, something like that. I don't even see it on the camera right now to actually know, whereas like this one has it on the camera. I think it's pretty comparable. Finding like the timer for my thumbnail pictures and like that kind of stuff has been interesting. I do think I have it on like auto, which is usually what I have done in the past. So like trying to also take pictures, it kept flipping between like portrait mode and macro and things like that. Like I have no idea exactly how these things are going to turn out. So I decided to do a slightly shorter video. This should be a slightly easier, shorter video to at least try out all the stuff. I'm hoping that I'm also looking at the actual camera more than to the side at the viewfinder, just because I don't look there all the time, but I usually do check things. And so want to make sure that I'm doing this the right way. But so we have a new camera. Hopefully also the sound is good. It came with a windscreen for the top that I'm not currently using, but I did find interesting because I've never had one of those before. So if I do decide to go out and vlog with it, maybe it'll be better that way. But yeah, we're gonna unbox the January Illumicrate today. This is the January Illumicrate. I am getting currently the Illumicrate subscription, Afterlight, Evernight, and I have recently signed up for Starbright. I do go through and like double check all the different books and things because I do want to be very picky about what I'm actually getting in. So I got the Illumicrate for January. I think I skipped the Afterlight for January. Is Evernight coming out soon? I don't know actually all of the stuff, but yeah, so let's jump into this January. The theme is Fantasy Emporiums. This was a book that I was already excited about, which is why I have the box. Before it was even announced that it was going to be in here. I do spoil myself, obviously, for all the box things. Books, not necessarily the items. This one has items that I have no idea what's in here, but the books specifically because of the fact that I want things that I know I'm going to want to read and want to read soon. So let's get in. We have like 3 boxes already on top that are in these like very pretty packages. So this box says it is Poison Garden Mini Bud Vases, inspired by This Poison Heart by Caitlin Bayron. I have not read that one yet, but do I own that one? I do. I do. I need to read that one. Okay, so, oh, they are very mini. There's like 2 of them. Okay. This is what they look like here. They're very cute. I mean, I like the idea, I guess, of like mini vases. Are they the same design? No, I think they're 2 different kinds of flowers. They're also, one is blue, and then this one here is green. They are obviously like ceramic vases. They're very small, very cute. I don't think I would actually use them for what they're supposed to be for, buds, flowers, that kind of thing. So I don't think I would personally get use out of them, but they're cute. They're very cute. Okay, there's another little box here on top. Okay, one thing I'm noticing about my camera, and hopefully you guys are seeing it, I'm noticing the autofocus feature seems to be doing it a lot quicker than my old camera, which is nice. I don't have to hold things up for nearly as long before it switches to where the focus is. That's actually nice. Okay, this is a Spindrift Tea Room tea strainer inspired by A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. I have not read that one. Not interested in that one either. And I'm not a big tea drinker, so again, not something I would probably use, but it does seem like a lot of people that like books do like tea and things like that. Okay, and this one is cute because it looks like a teapot. Let me get it out of the plastic so you guys can see. But so it is this cute little tea strainer, and it looks like a little teapot. Again, maybe if we do this, yeah, look, a little teapot, tea strainer, very adorable. It has like a little flower looking bit up here at the top, and then it does have a plate, I guess, so you can like put it on. It does say Spindrift on the plate, so you can like put your tea strainer on it when you're done. It is very, very cute. Again, I will never use it, but I do like the design. I'm just not a tea drinker. I'm a coffee drinker, iced coffee specifically too. Like, I don't like hot beverages at all. Okay, the next box we have here is a little bit bigger, and it is Heart's Desire Trivet, inspired by Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. I absolutely love Legends and Lattes. It was one of my favorite books of 2024. I do not know what a trivet? I feel like trivet feels like what it should be, but I don't even know what that means. Based on this, it feels like, it should be like plate-ish. Oh, okay, so this is almost pot holder type of thing. Maybe like you put like a pot of tea on it, something like that, potentially. It has a cork backing from Illumicrate, and on the front it says, well nigh to thematic line, the Scalvert Stone of Fire draws the Ring of Fortune aspect of Heart's Desire. And we have our like pastries and thing at the bottom. I'm assuming our coffee and things there because it's Legends and Lattes. Coffee beans also at the top. I really like the art style of this. I will leave all the artists and everything linked down below so you guys can check them out. I feel like I should know what that word means, but I have never personally used it in my life. So this is reminding me of some sort of like a pot holder. You put it on your counter and then you put something on top. I'm assuming based on like the fact that we got a tea strainer and this is like coffee, some sort of like kettle maybe. And because I don't do hot drinks, I don't use a kettle. I think we own one because Leon sometimes uses it. His parents have used it before. So I'm not one of those like American households that does not have a kettle. We have one. I just don't really use it. But that's what it's making me think of. Okay, going back into this, I think we have a blanket. We have a blanket. I'm a sucker for blankets. I have quite a few, even from book boxes, and I use them all the time. Gotta have a blanket on this beanbag over here. Gotta have a blanket downstairs on the couch. The kids are always stealing my blanket. Ooh, it's very, very soft. Okay, so even if I won't use some of the other items in this box, I will definitely get use out of this. And this is the Midnight Bridge blanket inspired by Water Moon by Samantha Soto Yambao. Let's open this up so we can get a good look at the design. Now I'm trying to figure out exactly where I need to go with this blanket so you guys can see it. It's a little bit hard, but like, look at this. Gorgeous, like bridge, gorgeous artwork. Hopefully you guys were able to see that a little bit. I don't think there was any people or characters on there from what I could tell. And then I think we are down to our book here, which is gonna be Water Moon by Samantha Soto Yambao. Okay. I am really liking the cover. The thing is, I do think Water Moon originally had a gorgeous cover already. So sometimes I get, you know, special edition books and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I think this was an improvement on the original cover, just because like it was more like this. I did really like the original one. I do think the art style on here is gorgeous. Like, I'm not mad at it, but it is something that like taken me a little while to get used to. I think part of it is that we don't have any of the like little paper boats, which were on the cover on the original, and I feel like that's something that I'm missing. I do see water. I do see a moon, obviously. We also have that on the edges. And then the top and the bottom. The bottom is, oh, that's like a paper crane maybe? There's a couple here. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm worried about the lighting a little bit on here. There's a couple like paper cranes maybe, and then the top has just like stars. But yeah, I don't see a paper boat. Maybe it's not a big deal, but it is a little bit, like I'm missing that a little bit. Okay, let's go underneath. Okay, it's very gorgeous underneath the dust jacket. It also feels textured a little bit, like almost like a paper, or it has like a grain on the book, so it's not smooth, which I actually really do like. I like how you can feel that. But we do have sort of like, again, there's like a boat and some water with the paper cranes, and then as you go over, we have like real cranes. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Oh, and yeah, look at that. Our end papers, very, very nice. Do we have a different design on the other side? We do. They're gorgeous. Whoever this artist is, again, I will leave them linked down below. Gorgeous work. So nice. We have an author letter in the book, and it looks like a digital signature here. I'm not obsessed with whether a book is signed or not. I do, if they're gonna be doing stuff, I do prefer an actual signature versus a digital one, but like I'm not gonna be mad at it. I know some people would prefer one or the other. This book has very large text. This feels like it would be a very, very quick, easy read because of that. Okay, yeah. And then, so this book, I don't remember a ton of stuff about it because I'm one of those people that likes to look at summaries and figure out if I want to read things. But then I sort of go by like vibes and stuff like that more than like, oh, I remember what the summary is supposed to be about. So from my understanding, this is more of like a cozy fantasy, and that was the reason I really wanted to get into it. So let's take a look at the actual summary on the dust jacket, because otherwise I don't know what to tell you. Would you rewrite your destiny if it meant losing a part of your past? On a back street in Tokyo lies a pawn shop, but not everyone can find it. Most will see only a cozy ramen restaurant, and just the chosen ones, those who are lost, will find a place to pawn their life choices and deepest regrets. Hana Ishikawa wakes on her first morning as the pawn shop's new owner to find it ransacked, the shop's most precious acquisition stolen, and her father missing. And then into the shop stumbles a charming stranger quite unlike other customers, for he offers help instead of seeking it. Together they must journey through a mystical world to find Hana's father and the stolen choice. Through rain puddles, hitching rides on paper cranes, across the bridge between midnight and morning, and through a night market in the clouds. But as they get closer to the truth, Hana must reveal a secret of her own and risk making a choice she will never be able to take back. Okay, so I do think the other part of this was people were saying Studio Ghibli vibes, which, again, love. And based on the summary, I guess paper cranes do come into this more than the little paper water boat. So maybe this was a very, very good choice. Like here we had paper cranes and the boat thing. I don't see a boat on here, but maybe they just decided to lean into the paper cranes because of what this book was. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe this is like a better example of what you're gonna find in here. I do really like the water and the moon. Like this is a very, very good picture. I think sometimes I'm just like a little bit jarred at like what they decided to change or not on an already pretty cover. And then we have this train on the back too. I'm loving the colors of it. So I'm very, very excited for this one. This one would also be a very good book for Kayla's buzzword for February. I think I might see if we can fit it in because it has both things. We have water on the title, like water words, I think is the February thing, and a skyline. Like there's sky, there's the buildings. Also here we have like the whole water train buildings skyline type of thing. Like it's very skyline. So yeah, that is our unboxing. Like I said, this is partly why I decided to do like just a dedicated unboxing video. I don't do these very often because I don't get just big unboxing things very often. Sometimes I just get like a book here and there and we'll put it in the hauls, but I wanted to try the new camera. So hopefully the thumbnail stuff, the video stuff, the sound on all this sounds good. If there is any difference, that's why. It's because I got a new camera. The last couple videos I filmed actually also had to be filmed on my phone, which I do use sometimes, but it was time to get a new camera because I have some big video plans coming that I need a tripod and a static camera for. So yeah, hopefully this video turns out good. I'll know sooner rather than later. And if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so I will see you then. Bye!